Like the majority of community policemen, Alejandro is a farmer. He lives off of his coffee crops and does not receive a salary. Pablo Guzman is one of the coordinators of the community police.
¿En qué radica la eficacia de la policía comunitaria? Uno, en que es nombrada en una asamblea pública por la mayoría, ¿verdad?, de los ciudadanos de cada comunidad. Adquieren un compromiso moral con sus vecinos, con sus compadres, con sus hermanos, con sus hijos mismos. La otra es que conoce perfectamente sus montes, sus ríos, sus caminos y su territorio, pues. Lo otro es también que conoce, en una comunidad todos los ciudadanos se conocen. Se sabe quién anda bien, quién anda en malos pasos.
For anyone that the community police catch, there are no courtrooms and no lawyers. The accused are tried in front of community elders who decide their sentence. They are sent out to work on community projects in the day before returning to their prison cells in the evenings. Their families are responsible for providing their food. When community leaders decide they've been re-educated, they're set free. Guzman says that the community police show the way in which other self-defense groups need to develop if they're to survive.
Que es una salida que han buscado los ciudadanos en defensa de su patrimonio y de su vida misma por el narcotráfico, por la inseguridad, pero que hay que darle dirección, hay que darle cauce, como lo hace la policía comunitaria de la CRAC, que tienen que ser nombrados sus policías de manera pública, no clandestina. No deben de andar encapuchados, sino que deben de ser elegidos los ciudadanos de mejor conducta.
Although the community police have never been legally recognized, they enjoy a tacit understanding with the state government that as long as it works, they won't interfere. There has even been limited support. The uniforms and the radio that the police use are supplied by the state government. But the arrival of the new self-defense brigades, like the one in Ayutla, appears to have disturbed that balance. The increase of vigilante justice throughout the country has meant that authorities are keen to prevent the phenomenon spreading out of control.
Ante la evidencia clara, real, de que se está multiplicando estos tipos de modelos, la idea es ofrecerles algo, ¿no?, para contenerlos y también para controlarlos, ¿no? Es decir, que no se siga multiplicando este tipo de ejemplos, ¿no?, que después los veamos como linchamientos, ¿no?, que después ya lo veamos justicia por propia mano, en fin, que pueden devenir inclusive en paramilitares, ¿no? Sí es un foco de atención para este gobierno que no estaba preparado para eso.
Allá en la montaña.
Guillermo Jimenez, Guerrero's head of public security, says that the government proposes bringing both the community police and the self-defense brigades within the state's authority.
No podemos vivir nadie fuera de lo que es el régimen, de lo que marca la Constitución. Están dedicadas a lo suyo, se dedican a la agricultura. Se reúnen con motivos, se juntan con motivos de que se ven amenazada su seguridad. ¿Qué es lo que vamos a hacer? Precisamente darles esa conducción legal, ese marco legal, ¿a dónde? Como una policía auxiliar de la policía municipal. ¿Para qué? Para que tengan un régimen legal en el que puedan actuar hasta ciertos niveles.
These limits would mean reporting and handing over any detainees to government municipal police. Meanwhile, the government is hoping that more and better trained police will stop the problems of corruption and inefficiency that have caused authorities to lose the community's trust. These policemen are part of Operation Secure Guerrero. The government hopes that by increasing resources and the number of men patrolling the streets here, they can help to tackle the violence in the state. But observers say that a strategy that doesn't include the indigenous communities simply won't work in any area of the country.
Que el gobierno les diga, a ver, ¿cómo podemos hacer? ¿No? ¿Ustedes qué proponen y cómo podemos coadyuvar para el fortalecimiento de su organización comunitaria? ¿No? Más que decir, no, metemos a la policía, metemos al ejército y metemos a la marina. Ellos van a poner orden. No, al contrario, ponen más desorden.
Many in Ayutla, including Araceli Bello, are already growing to depend on the self-defense brigades and the security they have brought.
Pues Ayutla ha cambiado, se fueron los temores, se fueron los rumores de que va a haber más secuestro, más robo. Hoy ya la gente está contenta porque ya no se esconde de nadie, ¿ve? Y ahora son felices, ya le ríen a la vida, porque muchas veces ya la gente no quería ni salir, ya salen ahora sí con toda confianza.
As dusk falls in Ayutla, the townspeople talk over the next step for their self-defense force. The helplessness of a few months ago is gone for now. Whilst their parents talk, children play football in the town plaza. Once again, people here feel that the streets belong to them, even after dark. Having won back their town, they are unwilling to trust it to anyone but themselves.
That was John Holman reporting from Mexico. The town of Ayutla is not the first to decide that taking up arms is the only way to save their community. In 2010, the city of Tehran also kicked out its police force and set up roadblocks to deter gangs and illegal loggers who townspeople said were working with organized crime. Today, more than 20 municipalities in Mexico have a self-defense force. The Mexican military has accused some of the self-defense brigades of having their own connections to organized crime. But that accusation is not completely proven. The military recently arrested 17 vigilantes for blocking a road, but only one was found to have clear links to Mexican drug traffickers. That brings us to the conclusion of our broadcast this week. You can find us on the web at cctv-america.com, and you can also find us on Facebook at cctvamerica.com. Please join us again next week for another edition of America's Now. See you then.